Hello everyone, my name is Florence Pauline Basubas. I graduated in Sci-Hi class of 2014. I studied abroad for college right after graduating high school, and I highly encourage you to study abroad. So today I'm going to give you a few tips. The first one is what to study. I think one of the most important things in choosing to study abroad and in general is where to study. And first thing you should know is what would you like to study. For some, this comes easily. Like for me, I already knew I wanted to study biochemistry because I wanted to become a scientist. But for some, it's not easy. One tip I usually share is you can identify your top 5 interests, what you would like to do or see yourself doing in the next 10 years, and then identify um, what are your top 5 strengths. So, what are you good at? And try to align them and see which ones match, and then identify your top 5 career options or college programs that you could apply from trying to combine those two. So, for example, I really liked research and science, but I also really loved economics. So, I thought that I wanted to minor or double major in economics, which I ended up doing. The second thing is where to apply. So, after identifying what you would like to study, then you can more easily find which schools have your top 5 programs. Um, a tip I give on this is to look at study abroad websites like education.ph is catered for Filipino students who would like to study abroad. And then to find study abroad mentors from study abroad organizations like CAMP, College Admission Mentors for Peers in the Philippines, and COS by Education USA, which is a coalition of American university student experiences in the Philippines. I think it would be good to prioritize which schools to apply by choosing those that have the first one that is most important for us is scholarships and financial aid. This is really, really important since most of us can't study abroad. Like, we can't afford the high tuition. The second one is application fee. So you can apply to some schools for free, but most have an application fee that you have to pay for. And the thing is, you can actually apply for an application fee waiver. Another tip is if you're confused about something and applying to college, email the admissions. Don't ever be scared to send an email. The third application tip I have is to apply for financial aid. Some schools have scholarships that you don't have to apply for, but sometimes you have to apply to scholarships and financial aid separately. And it's really important to apply for financial aid. And the same tip applies if you have questions about financial aid, email the admissions team. The fourth tip is to plan ahead. And I actually made a spreadsheet to that before to organize my applications and have shared that to Mom Lopez, so you can ask her later for that spreadsheet. And I think just an additional tip that I think is really important once you study abroad or once you're going through your applications is to know your purpose. Identify why do you want to study abroad, because it is going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult to apply to study abroad. It's going to be difficult to when you're actually there studying abroad. Even when I was a top student in Sci-Hi, when I arrived to study abroad, I went through an intellectual crisis because everyone else came from really good educational systems, and I felt like I'm not as great as them. There will be times in your application when you feel like, oh, is it worth it? Should I still apply? There will be days when you will be struggling and you really need to remember your purpose. Why do you want to study abroad in the first place? Whatever that purpose is, you have to hold on to it so you can get through anything. And since the world is getting more globalized and as humans even explore life outside this planet, I think it's time for us to go beyond our island. I love Cebu, but the world is so much bigger, and I really encourage you to go out and explore. If you ever have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can ask Mom Lopez from my Facebook profile or my email. God bless you all. Aim high, soar high, sci high.